Here's the transmission control. It's a Morris control, so I'm thinking that's pretty well original to the boat, except for the knobs are apparently white in some of the pictures. So we'll see if we can find some new controls. If not, we'll see what we can do with that. The other thing too here is that here's the throttle control that was on the boat, and that is not a Morris control. So I might have to find another Morris throttle control. And this apparatus here is to move the bucket from forward to neutral to reverse, and it looks like they had taken a hydraulic steering mechanism, because it runs to hydraulics, and you have to, this handle here, you'd wind it back and forth to get the bucket to move up and down, which really to me would seem like a hassle. I think just on a cable with a hand control like the boat originally had would be a lot more efficient. But anyway, you don't know why these things are done when they're done. This fuel tank. Here's the raw water intake. There's a hand bilge pump that was also added, that we'll probably have to keep in the boat if we're going to try and get Transport Canada compliant. Proposed fuel tank on this side, and yeah, there we go. All right, let's go back here. So obviously this engine cowling is a lot different than the tapered one that used to be on the boat. The reasoning for that was because the cooling system was changed here, where the exhaust manifolds and risers were center exit on these, whereas on the older style that they exited at the back of the manifold, so they would exit about here, and then that's when you'd put your risers up, and then that way you wouldn't have any of this stuff here, and you could taper the cowling the way it was in the early days. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with the exhaust. I think MerCruiser does still make a set of rear exit manifolds. I'm gonna check into those when we get closer to the time, and see how we can make that kind of work itself out. There's the bell housing, the transmission, the starter on top of the bell housing. Obviously tow post. Now the tow post, the tow post braces these are just stuck there like that, and then she was just bolted to the floor. And there is a brace here, which I do have, that will be rebolted onto there too. And yeah, there's the Hamilton 773 jet. And there's an inspection cover. This here is actually, John said that this was the original steering ram for the boat, so obviously we'll keep that there. The other ram for the hydraulic bucket, we'll probably lose that one pretty quick and put it back on a cable. And yeah, there you go. Anyhow, that's a bit of an overview of the boat itself. There's also the rear camera chair mount. And no, we're not going to put a Mercury outboard on the boat. Anyway, there you go. That's what she looks like. There's a bit of the plan. We're still waiting for the shop time for the fabrication shop. I might be able to get the boat into the mechanical shop as soon as the middle to end of September and yank out all the driveline and start putting that rebuilding and getting it all ready to go back in. And then she'll go into the shop, hopefully the fab shop, another couple weeks after that, and get all fabbed up, and then we can start putting her back together. So anyway, I'll keep everybody posted as things start to happen. And yeah, feel free to ask any questions on the site or on the Facebook page. We're always willing to give whatever answers we can. Or if you have any other new information to share, that would be great too. I mean, every little bit counts. Okay,